So which of the painted peacocks is our Mr. Bingley?
Well, he's on the right, and on the left is his sister.
And the person with the quizzical brow?
That is his good friend, Mr. Darcy.
He looks miserable, poor soul.
Miserable he may be, but poor he most certainly is not.
Tell me.
10,000 a year, and he owns half of Derbyshire.
The miserable half.
He's about the best butcher in the county. If I could introduce you ladies.
How's it going?
Torture. Your mother's trying to fix you up with some divorcee. Human rights barrister. Pretty nasty beast, apparently.
Who? Ding dong. Maybe this time Mum had got it right.
Come on. Why don't we see if Mark fancies a gherkin?
Good luck.
Mark?
Maybe this was the mysterious Mr. Right I'd been waiting my whole life to meet.
You remember Bridget?
Maybe not.
She used to run around your lawn with no clothes on, remember?
No, not as such.
Will you dance, Mr. Darcy?
Not if I can help it.
So,
You staying at your parents' for New Year?
yes. You?
Oh, no. I was in London at a party last night, so I'm afraid I'm a bit hungover. Wish I could be lying with my head in the toilet like all normal people. New Year's resolution, drink less. Oh, and quit smoking. Oh, and keep New Year's resolutions. Oh, and stop talking total nonsense to strangers. In fact, stop talking full stop.
Yes, well, perhaps it's time to eat.
I've never seen so many pretty girls in my life.
You are dancing with the only handsome girl in the room.
She is the most beautiful creature I have ever beheld. But her sister Elizabeth is very agreeable.
Perfectly tolerable, I dare say. Not handsome enough to tempt me. You'd better return to your partner and enjoy her smiles. You're wasting your time with me.
Count your blessings, Lizzie. If he liked you, you'd have to talk to him.
Precisely. As it is, I wouldn't dance with him for all of Derbyshire, let alone the miserable half.
Mother, I do not need a blind date, particularly not with some verbally incontinent spinster who smokes like a chimney, drinks like a fish, and dresses like her mother.
Yummy. Turkey curry. My favourite.
Mr. Darcy? What are you doing here?
Mr. Darcy, I had no idea we had the honor.
Miss Elizabeth, I'm a guest here.
You know my nephew?
Yes, Ma'am. I had the pleasure of meeting your nephew in Hertfordshire.
Colonel Fitzwilliam, how do you do?
Stay calm. Can't get any worse.
What are you doing here?
I've been asking myself the same question. I came with a colleague. So how are you?
Well, apart from being very disappointed not to see my favourite reindeer jumper again, I'm well.
Anyone going to introduce me?
Introduce people with thoughtful details.
Perpetua. This is Mark Darcy. Mark's a prematurely middle-aged prick with a cruel-raced ex-wife. Perpetua's a fat-ass old bag who spends her time bossing me around.
Be sure to invite Mr. Wickham. He is a credit to his profession.
Lydia, you can't invite people to other people's balls.
Of course you must come, Mr. Wickham. If you'll excuse me, ladies, enjoy the day.
You've written a searing vision. Can you remember the rest of this? Of the wounds our century has inflicted on traditional masculinity, positively Vonnegutesque, obviously. Listen, you don't know where the loos are here, do you?
Yes.
Thanks.
Miss Elizabeth, I have struggled in vain and I can bear it no longer. These past months have been a torment. I came to Rosings with the single object of seeing you. I had to see you. I have fought against my better judgment, my family's expectation, the inferiority of your birth, my rank and circumstance, all these things, and I'm willing to put them aside and ask you to end my agony.
I don't understand.
I love you. Most ardently. Please do me the honor of accepting my hand.
Sir, I appreciate the struggle you have been through, and I am very sorry to have caused you pain. Believe me, it was unconsciously done.
I don't think you're an idiot at all. I mean, there are elements of the ridiculous about you. Your mother's pretty interesting. And you really are an appallingly bad public speaker. And you tend to let whatever's in your head come out of your mouth without much consideration of the consequences. I realized that when I met you at the turkey curry buffet that I was unforgivably rude and wearing a reindeer jumper that my mother had given me the day before. But the thing is, what I'm trying to say very inarticulately is that, in fact, perhaps despite appearances, I like you very much.
Apart from the smoking and the drinking and the vulgar mother and the verbal diarrhea.
No, I like you very much. Just as you are.
You must know. Surely you must know it was all for you. You are too generous to trifle with me. I believe you spoke with my aunt last night, and it has taught me to hope, as I'd scarcely allowed myself before. If your feelings are still what they were last April, tell me so at once. My affections and wishes have not changed. But one word from you will silence me forever. If, however, your feelings have changed, I would have to tell you. You have bewitched me, body and soul, and I love and love and love you. And never wish to be parted from you from this day on.
Well then. Your hands are cold.
Come the fuck on, Bridget.
Close the door.
I will
Bridget.
close the door. Stop being so bossy.
What are you doing here?
I just wanted to know if you were available for bar mitzvahs and christenings as well as ruby weddings. Excellent speech.
I thought that you were in America.
Well, yes, I was, but I realized I'd forgotten something back home.
Which was?
Well, I realized I'd forgotten to, kiss you goodbye. Do you mind?
Not really, no. So, you're not going to America then?
No. Not.
You're staying here?
So it would seem. Friends of yours?
Oh, no, I've never seen them before in my life.
Look, are you coming to fucking Paris or not?
Not.
No fucking room anyway.
No.
Maybe we should just go upstairs for a minute.
Yes, very good idea.
No room for him either. After you, Bridget, with him. Close it down.